Good morning. I'm Miss Pat with the Friendship Missionary Baptist Church Nursery Ministry. Today, I would like to share a story with you entitled Grace at Christmas. This is about a special little girl who really enjoys everything about Christmas, and it's her best holiday. She likes it even more than her birthday. Let's find out what happens to Grace this year at Christmas. Grace at Christmas by Mary Hoffman. Grace loved Christmas. It was her favorite day of the year, even better than her birthday. She loved the tree with all the colored lights and fancy bubbles and presents piled up underneath it, going to church with Ma and Nana on Christmas morning, and then coming back for a huge dinner. And she loved acting out the Christmas story too. When she couldn't get anyone else to join in, she was Mary, Joseph, and all the shepherds and angels as well. And Papa had to be the animals in the stable, even though he didn't like dressing up as much as Grace did. And Papa is the cat. Grace especially liked it when Ma and Nana joined in and they could be the three wise men together, carrying presents for the baby. This bit is better, said Grace. 3 parts and 3 of us. We don't really have enough people in our family to act out the whole story. As long as Grace could remember, it had been just her, Ma, and Nana for Christmas. Well, Grace said Ma one morning late in December, it looks as if we're going to have some extra people to stay. Maybe they'll join in our Christmas play this year. What people? Asked Grace. She wasn't sure she was going to like having strangers to stay. You remember Rosalie, the ballet dancer? Asked Nana, my old friend's granddaughter. Is a ballet dancer coming? Asked Grace. That would be wonderful, like having a real Christmas tree fairy in our house. No, said Nana. It's her sister and her niece. They can't get a flight back to Trinidad, so we said that Anna and her little girl could stay with us. Savannah is just your age, Grace, and it will be fun for you, said Ma. But Grace wasn't sure it would be fun at all. For a start, she would have to give up her room to these visitors. We can say no room at Christmas time, can we, Grace? Said Ma. Christmas is a time for families, said Nana. Grace thought, but they aren't our family. I wish we had a stable for them, but she didn't say it. She grumbled to her friends at school. I know, said Kessler. I have to let my auntie have my room and sleep on the sofa. We have to have both sets of grandparents, and it's all a big squash until they go, said Maria. You could come and sleep in my house, said Amy. I don't think Ma would let me, said Grace. Maybe this Savannah will be nice, said Raj. But when Savannah and her mother arrived 2 days before Christmas, Grace didn't think she was going to get along with her. Savannah was very quiet, and she didn't seem interested in any of Grace's books or toys. And she didn't seem very grateful to be given Grace's room either. The only thing she liked was Papa, and that's the cat, and who just sat on her lap, purring. She's not very friendly, Grace whispered to Nana as she snugged into a camp bed in Nana's room, like a little cot. She's like one of those pink princesses I decided that I didn't want to be. I expect she's just shy, Grace said Nana. Give her time. It's hard being a stranger in someone's home. Grace hadn't thought of that. She thought Savannah was the stranger, not her. The next day, before the visitors got up, Grace called her papa in Cambodia. She was sure he would understand how she felt, but Papa said, your ma and your nana are doing a kindness for a friend, Grace. You must make your guests feel welcome. I wish I could be coming to your house to have Christmas, said Grace. You and Jatu and Nia and Beckery. I don't think your ma would like that, said Papa. Grace knew he Grace knew he was right, but she felt sad that she would never celebrate Christmas with her ma and her papa together. But later that day, Grace heard voices coming from her room. She opened the door quietly and she found Savannah lying on her bed and crying. What's the matter? Said Grace. Are you ill? Savannah said, No, but I want to be in my own room in my own house with my own family. And I'm sad because this year we won't be having Christmas with my daddy back on the island. Grace could understand this. I'm sorry, she said. I won't have Christmas with my papa either. He doesn't live with us anymore. He has another family in Africa. But we could try to make it a Merry Christmas for both of us just the same. Savannah dried her eyes and asked Grace to tell her about her family. Grace was surprised to find that she and Savannah were becoming friends. She got Savannah to tell her all about her Aunt Rosalie. Nana took me to see her dance once, Grace said. It was the best thing ever. I've only seen her dance once, said Savannah. She's usually on tour like now. Would you like to play ballet dancers? Asked Grace. I've got tons of clothes in my dress-up box. Soon the two girls were twirling around in the bedroom in Nana's old bed and lace curtains. But imagine their surprise when at supper time the real ballet dancer turned up. It was Rosalie, just back from her tour, with armfuls of presents for her sister and her niece and lots for Gracie's family too. It's so good of you to give them a nice family Christmas, she said. I have to stay in a hotel and I start rehearsals again the day after Christmas. Come back and have Christmas Day with us, said Grace. Nana always makes lots of food, and Savannah and I are going to put on a Christmas play. Then I'd love to join you if that's all right with your ma and Nana, said Rosalie. Grace was thrilled. They were going to have a real live ballerina with them on Christmas Day. After church before dinner, there was a proper Christmas play in Grace's apartment. Savannah was Mary and Grace was Joseph. Anita was an angel and Ma and Nana were shepherds. Nana doubled up as the innkeeper, saying no room. Your Nana would never say that, Savannah whispered to Grace. She'd let everyone in. It was much more fun with lots of people, said Grace. Then Anita, Ma, and Nana changed costumes and became wise men, while Grace and Savannah stayed in the stable. With Papa, he kept wanting to get in the manger with the baby doll because Grace had lined it with straw. Rosalie was the audience of one, and she clapped and cheered them all on. Then she asked if she could dance for them, and she brought out her shoes and she says, right here, I'm getting ready to dance. So special for you. She was wearing the clothes from the dress-up box, and proper ballerina, the dancer, danced solo for them. Did she have a good day, Grace asked Nana, when all the celebrations were over and Rosalie had gone. It was the best Christmas ever, said Grace. Can they all come again next year? And that's the end of Grace at Christmas. So you can see she did have a wonderful day with strangers or guests in her house because she made friends and made them feel right at home. I wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.